Are you going to be checking into a hotel in a Spanish-speaking country soon? Let's learn some essential Spanish vocabulary that will make this process easier. The first word that we have here is alojamiento. Alojamiento means accommodation. And here we're not going to say alojamiento, but alojamiento. So the J here, or the J, makes that H sound. I've seen this word used a lot during my travels, and I think it's very important to learn, especially because you want to ensure that you are choosing the correct alojamiento, like hotel, motel, Airbnb, bed and breakfast, resort, and so on and so forth. The next word that we have here is hotel, and hotel is a type of alojamiento. As you can see here, it's spelled exactly the same way in English, but here we're going to be saying hotel, and we're not going to be saying the H here because the H is silent. So hotel and not hotel. The next word that we have here is reservación, and reservación means reservation. Recepción. Recepción means reception. So the reception desk, for example, is where you would be actually having the check-in. In your hotel, you are considered a huésped. A huésped is a guest. And again, here we have la H, or the H, and we are not going to pronounce that. So we're not going to say huésped, but we're going to say huésped. Huésped. Disponibilidad. Disponibilidad means availability. This one has a lot of I's here. Disponibilidad. So this word is very useful for if you are asking the availability of different rooms. Factura. This is probably something that you are going to want to ask for so you can be very clear on everything that you are purchasing. Habitación. Habitación means room. And here we have the H here. So again, that's going to be silent. So it's not going to be habitación, but it's going to be habitación. Restaurante. Restaurante means restaurant. So this word still trips me up even to today because of all these vowels, I think. So restaurante. Restaurante. Aire acondicionado. Aire acondicionado means air conditioning, especially if you're in a very warm climate. You will want to make sure that you have one of these and that it is functioning. Aire has also been one of those words that I have struggled with a lot. Pasaporte. Pasaporte means passport. So make sure that you have this on hand when you are checking in, because this could be one form of identification that they would like to see just to make sure that you are you. Tarjeta de crédito. Tarjeta de crédito means credit card. So here we have the J, so it's not going to be tarjeta, but it's going to be tarjeta. And with crédito, we have the accent mark over the E or the A. So we're going to pronounce this as crédito. We're going to put more stress on that E there. And we're not going to say crédito or crédito. Efectivo. Efectivo means cash. So maybe depending on the type of hotel that you are at, for whatever reason, they maybe only accept cash. So this is really good to know the differences here. We have efectivo, cash, and then we also have tarjeta de crédito, which is credit card. Just so you know the difference in case you hear that. Especially if you're making purchases within the hotel as well. Maybe they're going to be asking for cash instead of credit card, or vice versa. Llave. Llave means key, and I know this one can be very challenging because we had the double L here, so it's going to make the Y sound there. Llave, and it's not going to be lave. As well, we have the V, so we're going to make sure that we pronounce this as B, so as in B and not V as you would pronounce it in English. So llave, llave. Ascensor means elevator. Ascensor. So maybe that is something that you would like to use if you have a lot of luggage. Propina. Propina means tip. So definitely make sure that you look out for this word in case you're seeing it around your hotel so you know if you need to tip or not. Jabón. Jabón means soap. Jabón. And again here we have the J or J, so we're going to say ja and not jabón. Baño. Baño means bathroom. Baño and not bano, but baño. We need to make sure that we are saying our letters with tildes correctly. So in this case, we have the N here with the tilde. So that's going to be that ñ, baño sound. Silla. Silla means chair. And again here, it's not going to be silla because we have the two L's here. It's going to be silla. Puerta. Puerta means door. Puerta. Cama. Cama means bed. Cama. Almohada, one of my favorite words in Spanish. Almohada means pillow. Almohada. So this one can be challenging as well because we have the H in the middle of this word. So we're not going to say almohada. So we combine the O and the A here to make that sound. Almohada. Sábanas. Sábanas means sheets. Sábanas. I just love the way this word sounds. Sofa. Sofa means sofa. So that one is pretty simple, right? Sofa. Caja fuerte. Caja fuerte is safe. Caja fuerte. Gimnasio. Gimnasio means gym. As you can see here, the G sound makes that H sound and not the G sound. So we're not going to say gimnasio, but we are going to say gimnasio. Ducha. Ducha means shower. Ducha. Bañera. Bañera means bathtub. Lámpara. Lámpara means lamp. Lámpara. Plancha. Plancha means iron. Plancha. I really wanted to share with you the vocabulary that is actually in your hotel room because just in case you have something that breaks and then you have to tell somebody about it. There you go. Those are 30 essential Spanish words that you should know when you are checking into your hotel in a Spanish-speaking country. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your Spanish-learning friends. Also, if you are struggling to order food in Spanish, watch this next video.